University, Sam Chelanga with the fans wrapped around this course continues the early lead in these cross-country national championships. They'll continue. We'll step aside and return to Terre, Haute in just minutes.
8 minutes and 40 seconds by the 3-kilometer mark. And the translation there, about a 9:15 2-mile. They passed 4K and 11:11. Here's some great splits. Thank goodness for computers. Look at this, Lewis. BYU, a surprise leader up there. Eddie Eyestone's group doing well. Coach Eyestone. And Vin Lananna's Oregon team right now at 3K in second place. Oklahoma State, which said last year we were too far back, as Coach said, early in the race. We needed to be closer. They're in third right now. Stanford in fourth at 3,000 meters. Plenty of room to go here. But look at Chelanga saying, can anybody run 4 minutes and 40 seconds per mile in this course? And I'm going to do it, and let's see if you can come.
And I'm wondering what Chris Derrick is thinking about as he had his eye on the national championship, knowing that Chelanga was going to take it out. How does he handle this?
The runners are coming up now around this bend. They'll be coming down this long straightaway as they approach 5,000 meters right by the finish line, Lewis. And it is all Chelanga. Can he hold on? Is a question. This searing pace he's got.
Well, Sam Chelanga, not the only athlete here, as we mentioned earlier. 255 runners, 31 teams who have qualified from 9 regional championships across the country. So as you see, there are 31 teams for each event. There's 7 runners that qualify per team, but only 5 will count towards scoring. And the key is, Larry, you want to get the lowest score possible. So if you finish first, it's 1 point. If you're 7th, it's 7 points. And the team with the lowest combined total score wins, and so on.
And a tip of the hat, Lewis, to 14 teams out there that have the men and the women qualified to come here. Look at this relationship shot. Great shot there. Look at Chelanga all by himself, pushing the pace. Very hard to do as he approaches the 5,000-meter mark. He'll be coming up here very soon. Terrific time. This grass is a little long. This is a little soft. This is not as fast as a manicured golf course, I'll tell you. And Chelanga making everybody work. Wow. This is impressive. 14 minutes, 9 seconds through his first 5,000 meters. And the rest of the field is a good 150 meters behind, just eyeballing this whole thing.
14:09 record pace now.
Well, Sam Chelanga continues to dominate as we look at Stanford's Chris Derrick trying to make up some distance. But the incredible thing is that even as dominant as Chelanga is, he's still young in his career.
I'm really thankful because 5 years ago, I was thinking anything, just being at nationals, not even second, don't know what I want, and just being there. And I just think that it's really cool that 5 years later I'm doing what I'm doing right now, and I just want to extend the same and see what God has in store for me for the future.
Well, there's more to that story. Kat?
Well, the reason why Sam Chelanga is relatively new to running compared to a lot of these other guys is because the first sport he decided to take up was ping pong. That's right, he said in high school they were required to pick up a sport. He chose table tennis because it was easy. He said running was too hard. It wasn't until his older brother sat him down and said, we got to start figuring out what you want to do with your life, that he decided to follow in his older brother's footsteps and really dedicate himself to the sport.
Ping pong. How about that?
His brother gave him a hard time. His brother Joshua was training hard with the world record holder in the marathon, Paul Turgot. And he said, look, you're going to go to work and do nothing in Eldoret. He said, or you could come here. I think you have ability and train with us. I'll buy you a pair of shoes if you come. And so he decided to give it a shot. And he stuck with it. And then it was Turgot that got him a visa to come to America, spoke to the people at Rutgers, and they accepted Chelanga without having really run a track race. And he had a very good year there and transferred to Liberty, to make a long story short. And let me mention this. Officially, his lead at 5,000 meters is 30 seconds. What an amazing lead. And what a great time, 14:09 for 5,000 meters. David McNeil from Northern Arizona is a junior, and he is right up there, along in second place, the three of them together. Barnabas Karui from Ole Miss, a junior, and Chris Derrick from Stanford, the three of them. running 2, 3, and 4.
And there they are, Larry, running back there in second, third, and fourth position. Karui, McNeil, and Derek right in the middle. You have to wonder what they're thinking about as we take a look at the 5,000-meter splits. Chelanga having dropped a 14:09.2. And then look at that big 30-something second gap between Chelanga, McNeil, and then Derek, Karui, and Champagne of Northern Arizona rounding out the top 5.
And the team scores we'll have for you in just a minute for the 5,000 meters, but it is Oklahoma State that we're hearing has got their group of 5 runners up closest to the front so that they are now the low scorer. And Stanford not up with that early going right now. This is interesting. Despite the presence of Derek, Elliott Heath had run very well, and Marco Bird had also run very well for Stanford in first, second, and third, running very close to each other. Right now the team is not surging up towards the lead.
The Cardinal finished third in 2008. They were led by Chris Derrick, who actually finished 6th here on the individual roster. But this season, 2009, Stanford coming into these cross-country championships ranked number 1. So their coaches have to be a bit concerned on that news, that they are not running so hot at the moment as a team. But check out Liberty's Sam Chelanga, who is out all by himself along the... Look, he takes a quick peek to the right to see, hey, where are the other guys? And there they are, still back around the corner.
Lewis, this is amazing right now. This is going to be interesting, I think, particularly these last 3,000 meters plus. And the reason for that is Sam put another 10-second lead on the field in that 1,000 meters. His lead at 6K is close to 40 seconds on these great runners behind him. And the question is, does he fold? Can he hold this amazing pace? And he's so far out on everybody, I think everybody's shocked at the lead he's got. It's that amazing.
Sammy Chelanga way out ahead, the runner-up in the NCAA cross championships last year.
As the fans are crisscrossing the course, running, trying to grab a picture, check on their teammates, or just support their favorite cross-country athlete. Sam Chelanga continues this incredible lead.
That's Dave McNeil wearing the dark-colored uniform for Northern Arizona, the young man from Australia. Karui is with red, and Derek's in the middle.
And so as the athletes make their way for the second time around this looping course here in Terre, Haute, Indiana, we'll continue our live coverage of the cross-country national championships in just a moment.
How are you feeling right now? You came in second last year, you're coming in first this year, you're taking it home.
I feel really awesome because at the beginning of this season, wasn't quite getting things done smoothly. It's been an uphill since August. But then I'm glad that finally I won it.
I can see that. Everyone else is coming through this finish line, collapsing, they're exhausted. You came in clapping, smiling. First thing you said was, this was fun. How do you train so hard for this and coming out in such great condition?
It's just last year, I was really good, but then I just fell short of something. And I was really hangry and wanted, not literally hangry, but just wanting it really bad. And I trained so hard, and then I came to pre-nationals, I lost, and I was like, what's going on? And I went back, I did really hard work, like crazy. And today, I just wanted to do something, I was ready.
So this is a little bit more exciting than table tennis, isn't it?
It's just a combination of all of this pressure and just wanting it so bad, and that made me run hard today.
All right, thank you so much. Sam Chelanga, who beat last year's winning time by 22 seconds.
All right, Kat, thanks. An incredible performance by Chelanga, and here are the final results. What about that, Larry?
You know, last year he said something interesting to me I never forgot, Lewis. He said, this country's been so great to me. He said, I've decided I want to try and become an American citizen. And he said that last year. So we'll see what happens. Dave McNeil, congratulations to him on his second place. And, of course, Northern Arizona's run very well, Lewis.
All right, well, David McNeil, you see his name there. He finished in second, and now he is down with Kat Anderson. Kat?